Imagine being thrown into jail because you couldn't afford a $5 fine. In Kansas City, that was reality. Welcome to the Kansas City rabbit hole. In 1897, the city built a looming stone structure at 18th and Vine, designed by A. Wallace Love and James Oliver Hogg. It looked like a castle from the outside, but inside, men, women, and even children were locked away for petty crimes and unpaid fines. The male cell blocks held about 112 men in crowded quarters, while women were crammed upstairs with just a handful of cells and a single bathtub. There was even a boys' cell block with 3 small cells and a makeshift schoolroom for children. Life inside was brutal, and the city was using their unpaid labor. Men spent their days breaking rocks for city roads, while women were forced to sew the uniforms. The food was unedible, moldy at times, diseases spreaded easily, and there are so many stories that abuse was very common. Local newspapers like the Kansas City Star began exposing conditions as early as 1903, calling the workhouse a debtor's prison. They printed accounts of men and women chained together and being imprisoned not for violence, but for poverty. There were reformers like William Volker who pushed the city to take action, helping establish a board of pardons and paroles in 1908. That same year, Superintendent Patrick O'Hearn was removed after being accused of corruption. By June 23rd, 1911, the outcry had grown loud enough that all male prisoners were transferred to a new farm where they could work in open air on agriculture and quarrying projects. Women did remain at the Vine Street Castle until 1924, when it finally ceased operation as a jail. The castle was then used for city storage, a marine camp, and even at one point a dog pound before it was abandoned in 1972. In 2007, the Workhouse was officially added to the Kansas City Register of Historic Places. Today, the castle still stands at 18th and Vine. What was once a debtor's prison now sits as a monument. Although in rough shape, it is still a reminder of the thousands of poor and forgotten Kansas Cityans who paid the price of poverty with their freedom.